Hey guys, welcome to the Silver Report Uncut. I wanted to talk about the silver deficits that are back again. This hasn't happened since 2015, and we know, they really screwed the world up this past couple years. But we have a major silver deficit. That's right, there's not enough silver to meet demand, and the biggest increase in demand, according to the Silver Institute, is bar and coin demand. So the average, everyday American is going out there and they're trying to protect themselves from what's going on. And it's not just the inflation. It's actually the loss of faith in the US dollar, which is happening. And you say, oh, well, that's not happening. It's not happening that fast. Look at what they're doing with the BRICS currencies. They're not just suggesting, they're openly calling for and implementing a new world reserve currency. They're not happy with the dollar, obviously. And a lot of people, they're going along with it. They're going with them, and this could happen very, very fast. But I don't trust the dollar either. This is the dilemma we have, and I could point it out real easy. We can't continue with the dollar. If we continue with the dollar, we will be slaves forever. And there's a real simple reason for that, because these very wealthy and evil people have amassed an enormous amount of material resources here. Vast amounts of human and material resources. They have so much money that they can't be stopped. I mean, literally, I don't even count money anymore when I'm listening to how much these people own. And they're all in lockstep. They're all perfectly in line with each other because they're all gathered around the money printer. As long as we continue to use the dollar, these people will continue to be in power. Whether we choose or whether we don't choose, no matter what we want, these people will remain in power as long as we use the dollar. The dollar is their currency. If we don't move on to something else, they're going to just destroy us, man. We're going to have nothing. But we could, if we were to mass abandon the dollar, yes, it would cause exactly what I'm warning about. But that would be great. That'd be great because they would lose their power. They have all these things work for them. Everyone speaks the way they want them to speak. They all say the script. They don't get out of line because they own the money printers. They are the bankers. They're the central bankers. They own the world. But what if they didn't? What if we just sabotaged it? Just all decided to give up and not use their currency anymore? And this is actually something that Americans are embracing. There's a lot of people who are concerned about what's going on with the currencies, and they have been buying silver and gold like crazy. We had some surging gold coin sales going on at the U.S. Mint. The silver sales, they're pretty strong. Now, this is from 2021, too. So in 2021, there was a strange phenomenon where they shut down a whole bunch of the mines. And there's also some of the world's largest silver mines that have been shut down since 2017. So the Silver Institute, they actually suggest that they could possibly open that silver mine again, which would be significant, but overall we're going to have a major deficit because we don't have enough silver being produced, and there haven't been a lot of investment going on into finding the silver. Everyone's just been sitting back trying to consolidate, trying to hold on because it's been a bear market in silver prices. And then we get this little pop of excitement. And one thing a lot of people don't know, but I do know because of my job, is that the silver mining industry is like the most capitalized it's ever been. They are debt-free, essentially, the entire sector. So now they're just beginning to go out and to begin to search, to prospect, and to find more silver and gold deposits. Of course, most of the silver that's mined in the world is not coming from a pure play silver mine. It's actually coming from a gold mine, lead, zinc. And so there is actually a real big decline going on in all of these metals. Metals have been boring. Commodities have been boring until they stepped up and said, hey, let's throw a curveball at you guys. You seem to be everyone at rest. How about let's just turn the table over? So we have a silver deficit. That means because silver, and let me point out something to you. In the Earth's crust, silver and gold exist there around 17 to 1. For every 1 ounce of gold, there's 17 ounces of silver. Now let me blow your mind. So every year, only around 40% of this silver supply is for investment. 60% is consumed. It ends up in landfills. 60% of the silver is consumed because it's used in manufacturing. It's a perfect conductor, and especially when you're talking about EVs and complex computer systems, they actually need silver because not just its conductivity, but also the speed at which they're able to send these messages between the computers. And the photovoltaic cells, which are these solar panels. And of course that's going down, the amount we need, because they're advancing. But now the capacity is widening. like the amount of companies that need them is widening, so it's kind of counteracting that. And the demand is going to overwhelm there as well. And there's this other push that they brought up about India. They're trying to get India into doing more with the retail market, trying to get them in different ways to invest. And they have an amazing silver bar market over there. They're the world's #3 silver and precious metals market. And they were even trying to slow them down a little bit whenever they were having currency problems. But they just actually buy bars of silver and just keep them in their house. So they're smart people. So overall, they're going to need to get the supply, is what they're saying, from us, from the bar and coin holders. They're going to need to come and get their supply from us, and that means the prices could go crazy. And if you've been looking for silver and trying to buy physical silver right now, which is at a discount, it's not going to stay like this. There's like a pinch of everything that is necessary in the world. Commodities are like a total meltdown that no one's paying attention to because they're not exciting. Who's excited about rocks from the ground, shiny rocks? But if you're paying attention, they're going to have a big problem mining it, getting out of the ground, producing it, just all together, because everything is costing more money. You have inflation, that's all going to go into it. It's going to put pressure on the metal, and it's not going to be able to get out of the ground unless they raise the prices. Because if the producers can't afford to mine it, the prices have to go up until producers are stepping in and saying, I will do this. And so that's just the natural market forces. And this is going to be something applied to just about everything that is necessary all around the world. If you pay them, they will do it. And we're going to have to start doing that moving forward, and the prices are going to have to start going up. But it's just not that. It's also the monetary issues. They're adopting cash again in the UK. I was reading an article, and it's interesting because they don't use cash. They haven't for a long time, and I read that a different time that it was like 30% of the population uses cash, and they don't like it, and they all report that it's useless. That they find it's better to use their cards. Now this was a few years ago, but now that's switching. It's going back because of all this discussion about these central bank digital currencies, about centralizing all the world on a completely trackable and traceable surveillance coin. And now they're suddenly using cash. And they said they're using it because of debt too. They're using it because of the finance problems we have because of the recession. So, it's really crazy? They have begun to ban the topic recession. If you say there's a recession, and I don't know if I should even say that, if you say there's a recession right now, they're saying it's fake news and that you need to be taken off of the internet. And that's the reason that the economy is doing bad, is because it was all the people like us, saying that it was going to do bad and trying to blame them. So they're saying that the economy is actually doing great, and it's the only problems it has is because we're scaring the markets. It's like a lunacy, man. It's like full-on takeover. You can't speak. And I talked about this, and everybody was acting like I was crazy over here. You guys were saying, oh, that would never happen. That would never happen. But no, it's happening already. They say, your show's not important. Man, whenever you live in a system like that, a slave system like that, you're not allowed to freely think. You're not allowed to freely think. And if you say anything that reflects on the state and makes them look bad or incompetent, then you are an enemy of the state. So that's a big deal. You can't criticize the government in those countries. They will come and put you in a what they call it, a political prison, whatever, and they will torture you every day, and no one will ever know about it. That's what goes on, man. They have these huge camps filled with tons and tons of all these people, and they take the whole family. They take your whole family because if they just take you, they might tell other people and they get mad. So they take everyone in your family, the grandma, the grandpa, they take the kids, the grandkids, they take everyone there. No witnesses behind, no one to call saying, where's your family? And they go in together and, horrible things happen. So that's what happens. Yes, they care about shows like mine. We cover the truth about what's happening with the government hiding the data. On both sides, they're doing it. Every time the economy gets worse and worse, they again alter the CPI data, they alter the jobs data, they alter all the data. It's all total lies by now. And why wouldn't it be? They lie about everything, man. They lie about every single thing. So they're just suddenly going to tell the truth about this? I don't know. All right, so that's the crazy stuff going on. I'll have more about the silver supply a little bit later, but it's awesome that despite all of the manipulation, it's really coming down to who has the silver and who does not. I thank you guys for stopping by and joining us. As always, stay free.